What the hell is wrong with the Ottawa Senators? Currently dead last in the Atlantic Division, and not only that, also dead last in the Eastern Conference. Is it time to panic on our nation's capital, Joe? Welcome to another episode of the J&J Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Johnny, along with my co-host, the always wonderful Mr. Joe Monte Calvo. Now, Joe, the fuck's going on in Ottawa? I mean, do you have any
I'm
answers?
asking I'm asking myself the same question because the Ottawa Senators right now playing bad hockey. They're last in the East and in the division, as you said. I was expecting a much better performance from them so far to start the year. I mean, Senators fans talk to us like, what is going on with this team? They have 19 games played, so that's the only thing they have going for them right now.
Yeah,
They have games in
exactly.
hand on basically everyone. They have as much as like 6 games in hand on like Tampa Bay and Montreal and like Buffalo ahead of them. But again, those games only matter if you win them.
Absolutely, they could lose all those games, right? Now,
Yeah,
I mean, they just finished stopping a 3-game losing streak, right? They beat Seattle Kraken over the weekend on Saturday 2-0. I guess you can
yeah,
say it was a good game. I watched that game a little bit. I mean, look, not by choice. I have been watching some Ottawa games due to the regional blackouts that we have no choice but to abide
yeah,
by. I mean, I
yeah.
never understood that. I don't understand why I can't watch Toronto. Being in Montreal, right? Why can't we watch?
Yeah.
Can't watch any Canadian teams? I find it completely stupid,
The
especially
NHL doesn't make the NHL doesn't make it easy to watch their product at all. I mean,
no.
as an Oilers fan, I got to subscribe to Sportsnet Premium just to be able to watch all their games and bypass the blackout. Sorry, so
Exactly. I mean, look, I understand why it's trying to give all the stations a little piece of the pie, right? It's obviously money
yeah,
reasons, but if they want the game to grow,
yeah,
make it available to everyone. Anyways, look, that's neither
yeah,
here nor there.
yeah,
We'll get back
yeah,
to the
yeah.
Ottawa. Sorry,
Well, no, we went off
we need
topic
to,
a
yeah,
little.
we need to vent a little bit. Anyways,
Okay,
look,
so
okay,
you're saying you said you watched the
yeah,
game on Saturday,
yeah,
not by
exactly.
choice.
Look, Thomas
Okay,
Chabot, yeah, exactly. Thomas Chabot is back. He's been injured for about 10 games. They
yeah,
look good. I mean, they look good, I could say. But in that game, there was actually Forsberg playing, not Corpusalo, they
yeah.
signed over the offseason, right, to be the starter. But both goalies not looking good, right?
No, not at all. I mean, they're getting subpar goaltending. I mean, Corpusalo, they brought him in. They gave him a 5-year contract for $20 million. I mean, he's ranked like 42nd in goals against average. He's like 30th in save percentage. What's his
Yeah,
goals against is at 341. I mean, it's got to be way better than that. But also, they're not really that structurally sound defensively from what I see as well. And they're also a team that's kind of soft in the battles. They're not really an aggressive team. So, I mean, Ottawa right now is kind of
it's
an up
not.
and down team.
It's not.
Is it time for maybe a coaching change? Because in reading some of the forums in Ottawa, getting a
Yeah, the
feel on
fans.
Twitter from Senators fans, or sorry, it's called X now. But yeah, the fans don't really seem pleased. So
They're
maybe
calling for DJ Smith's
they,
head.
exactly, is it time to maybe make a coaching change and see what happens?
I mean, look, we saw that happen in Edmonton, right? It
Yeah,
did change things. Edmonton's looking up so far. Is it all DJ Smith's fault? He came in about 2019, I think it was. They were in this start of the rebuild, I would say, if not in just in the middle of it. So he was kind of given a longer leash, right? He
yeah.
does have a losing record at the moment, but is it all DJ Smith's fault? I'm not too
It
sure. I'm not
doesn't.
too sure.
Well, like in Edmonton, I mean, Jay Woodcroft went on a pretty good
Yeah.
run the last 2 years, and they started off slow, and he got the axe because the Oilers were basically a Stanley Cup or bust team this year. I don't know if Ottawa is necessarily that, but they're definitely a team that should be in playoff contention and should make the playoffs. So yeah,
Yeah, like you said.
maybe a coaching change is what they need, maybe to shake things up. Because Ottawa, they're not in a rebuild anymore. I mean, the last
No,
couple of years,
yeah,
the signings, the trades they've made, they brought in Chikrin, they went after who was it,
yeah.
Kubalik this summer, Corpusalo,
Tarasenko.
Tarasenko. They brought in Giroux last 2 years ago.
Yeah,
So
it's up and down the lineup. The only person like you were mentioning that they're not playing hard. Obviously, other than Brady Kachuk, I guess you can say. Now, like you said, they brought in Tarasenko to do what? To fucking score goals. 3 goals on the year, right?
yeah,
Not good
yeah.
enough at all.
I don't really get that signing. I don't know why they went after him. I
Goal
mean,
scoring. They need someone on the
it's a
wing.
one, it's a 1 year, yeah, 1 year contract, 5 million. Maybe if they don't really turn it around, they could always trade him and get something for him around the deadline.
Yeah, but
They
he's
found
not
a
doing good.
positive there.
He's not. I don't think they could even get a second rounder at the moment. I mean, in his
But
defense right now, he's playing on the third line, but he did start off on the second line, first power play. You know what I mean? But at the moment, not good enough. DJ Smith, yeah, back to that. I mean, as an organization, it's easy to point the finger at the coach, right? It's the easy scapegoat because you can't change the whole roster. You can't change 20
Yeah,
plus players.
exactly.
You gotta get rid. So that's probably I don't know when the axe is gonna fall. I saw them actually looking at Patrick Roy. I don't know how. I don't know about
Okay.
that, to be honest. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's a very aggressive coach from what
Well,
we
he's,
saw
he's
back
also he's
in.
been out of the NHL a while too.
Yeah, exactly. Now,
Yeah.
look, in my opinion, from what I see so far from watching a couple of games, I think it starts from their defensive game. Now, their penalty kill is at a 73%. And not only that,
Yeah.
which is 32nd in the league. Not only that, so excuse me, their penalty minutes is 32nd in the league at 14
Okay.
minutes a game. 14 minutes, which
Yeah.
is what, a little bit over a period. So not
Yeah.
only is your penalty killing suck ass, you're also taking all these penalties. What do you think is going to happen? Obviously, you're not going to win games like that. That's why you got blown out by Florida, right? 5-0. I also
Yeah.
thought, I think Brady Tkachuk, now we obviously know Brady Tkachuk is going to get his penalty minutes. That's his game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He has 50. He has 50 penalty minutes. So you can't win games like that, right?
No, absolutely not. You can't. I mean, they got to figure it out eventually because if you look at their upcoming schedule, the rest of December, it's a pretty brutal schedule. They got the Rangers tonight. They got the
Yeah.
Leafs on Thursday. Saturday, they're
Detroit.
in Detroit. That could be Patrick Kane's return. Who knows?
Yeah.
Then they got Carolina, and then they got to start a 5-game road trip, which is pretty brutal. They got to go to St. Louis, Dallas, Vegas. Then they're in Arizona, Colorado. And you look at the schedule the rest of the month. I mean, if they can maybe go win six or 7 games, you consider that a win. But 6 or 7 games just keeps them at 500, and they're not really going to be gaining any ground.
No, like we said at the beginning, they have some games at hand. But looking at the schedule, as you mentioned, I don't even think they can win any of those games. At all.
They're going to lose all 13.
No, okay. Well, at least the first 4, right? Rangers, Leafs, Detroit, Canes.
That's
Maybe
what I'm saying. If they play 500 hockey out of this, maybe get a few overtime losses, get some points there. I mean, then I'd consider that a win.
Yeah, look, I don't know if they. In my opinion, I think I was okay. If you think about if you look at the lineup, right? It's a young team. Like only Claude Giroux. So like yeah, they've been there.
He's I think he's going to be a star in this league.
Yeah, he's going to be a superstar.
90 points last year. He has 23 more points again this year. 19 games.
In 19 games exactly. Yeah, no, it is for sure. Brady Tkachuk is a little bit slow, but he's still doing good. But slow for his standards. Their defense, other than Chychrun, Sanderson is still young. They actually moved him over to the right side to play with Chychrun. I guess it worked. I mean, they won the game on Saturday when they made the move. But he also fucked Tkachuk when they were playing in Florida, right? Which I'm sure got a lot of respect from Brady and from the rest of the team, and I'm sure from the fans as well. But look, as it stands, they're not good enough. They're not good enough to make the playoffs. Can they make a move when the trade deadline comes? It depends where they are in the standings. But I think they need to get better defensively.
Their division, I mean.
Yeah, I know it's hard. I know.
Boston's pretty much already guaranteed a playoff spot. They're 37 points already, way ahead. You figured Toronto and Tampa are going to find a way to get in by game 82.
They will, yeah.
Then there's Florida, Detroit. Detroit looks like a rising team. Now they added Patrick Kane. So I mean, the division they're in isn't doing them any favors.
No, at all. Yeah. So look, we'll see where this takes us. I personally, they need to go on a really long winning streak to even be in the same breath of the teams you just mentioned, right? For a playoff spot. It's not easy, but that's why it's the NHL.
They have the games in hand, so they control their own fate.
Yeah, exactly. So, guys, please let us know in the comments what you guys think the Ottawa Senators should do. What moves need to be made, or what if DJ Smith is going to be gone, whether it be at the trade deadline or anytime soon. Till then, have yourselves a great night, and thanks for watching.